Have you ever noticed how one city can become forever associated with a single tragic moment? Say the name Palu, and for millions of people around the world, one image immediately comes to mind. Towering waves crashing into the shoreline, buildings reduced to rubble, entire neighborhoods disappearing in a matter of minutes. The devastating earthquake and tsunami of September 28, 2018 became one of the darkest chapters in Indonesia's modern history. More than 4,000 lives were lost or remain missing, tens of thousands were displaced, and countless families saw their futures change forever. But here is the question very few people ever ask. What was Palu before the tragedy? What makes this city extraordinary beyond the disaster that briefly captured the world's attention? Because the truth is this: Palu is far more than the place where nature unleashed its fury. It is one of Indonesia's most fascinating cities, where ancient geological forces shaped the landscape long before human civilization emerged. It is a place where mountains embrace the sea, where history is carved into the land itself, and where resilience has become part of its identity. Nestled on the western shore of the magnificent Palu Bay, this city serves as the capital of central Sulawesi, connecting diverse cultures, breathtaking natural scenery, and centuries of history into one remarkable destination. Every corner of Palu tells a story. Every mountain, every valley, and every shoreline carries memories stretching back thousands of years. To truly understand Palu, we must begin not with the tragedy that shocked the world, but with the incredible story of how this city came into existence. Long before there were roads, bridges, or buildings, the land where Palu now stands was believed to have been part of the sea. Powerful tectonic movements deep beneath the Earth's surface gradually forced sections of the seabed upward. Over countless generations, what was once underwater slowly transformed into a fertile valley surrounded by towering mountains. This extraordinary geological process gave birth to the city's name. The word Palu is believed to originate from the local Kaili language term Topalue, which means the uplifted land, or land that rose from the sea. It is a name unlike almost any other city in Indonesia. Rather than honoring a king, a hero, or a historical event, Palu is named after the very forces of nature that created it. Every time someone speaks the city's name, they are unknowingly telling a story that began millions of years ago beneath the ocean floor. That geological history is not merely a fascinating legend, it remains visible today. Palu sits within one of the most active tectonic regions on Earth, influenced by the powerful Palu Koro Fault, a major strike-slip fault that stretches hundreds of kilometers across central Sulawesi. Scientists regard this fault as one of Indonesia's most significant geological features because of its high level of seismic activity. The same natural forces that lifted the land from the sea also continue to shape the region today. This geological setting has created a landscape unlike almost anywhere else in Southeast Asia. Towering mountains rise dramatically from the edge of the valley. A wide bay reaches inland like a giant blue corridor. Rivers carve through fertile plains before meeting the sea. Every direction reveals a completely different face of nature. It is this extraordinary combination that has earned Palu one of its most unique nicknames, the City of Five Dimensions. At first glance, the title sounds almost poetic, even mysterious, but it is grounded in geography. Very few cities in the world can simultaneously offer 5 major natural landscapes within such close proximity. In Palu, visitors can experience the vast ocean, flowing rivers, majestic mountains, a spectacular bay, and an expansive valley, all within a single region. Imagine standing along the shores of Palu Bay at sunrise. Before you stretches calm blue water reflecting the morning light. Behind you rise rugged mountains that appear to touch the clouds. A river quietly winds through the valley, bringing life to nearby communities. Gentle sea breezes mix with cool mountain air, creating an atmosphere unlike anywhere else in Indonesia. Few cities offer such dramatic contrasts within one breathtaking panorama. This remarkable geography has influenced every aspect of life in Palu. It has shaped local traditions, agriculture, transportation, trade, architecture, and even the character of its people. Living in harmony with such a dynamic landscape requires resilience, adaptability, and deep respect for nature. These qualities have become defining characteristics of the city's identity. Yet perhaps nowhere is the relationship between Palu and the sea more beautifully expressed than at one unforgettable landmark. Standing gracefully at the edge of Palu Bay is the mosque that has become one of the city's most powerful symbols of hope. Its official name is Akram Babu Rahman Mosque. However, almost everyone knows it simply as the Floating Mosque. From a distance, the structure appears to rest gently upon the water, creating an almost dreamlike image against the backdrop of the bay and surrounding mountains. Supported by 25 elegant pillars, the mosque was designed to celebrate the city's close relationship with the sea while offering worshippers breathtaking panoramic views of Palu Bay. Before 2018, it was admired mainly for its beautiful architecture and peaceful location. After the tsunami, it became something much greater. It became a symbol of endurance. When enormous waves struck the coastline, the floating mosque stood directly in the path of unimaginable destruction. Images of the partially damaged mosque, surrounded by seawater, quickly spread across international media, becoming one of the defining photographs of the disaster. For many people around the world, this building came to represent both immense loss and extraordinary resilience. Even today, visitors who stand before the mosque experience a profound mixture of emotions. There is sadness for the lives that were lost, there is gratitude for those who survived, and above all, there is hope that even after the darkest moments, communities can rebuild, recover, and move forward. In Palu, the sea is not merely scenery, it is history, it is beauty, it is livelihood, and it is a constant reminder of both nature's incredible generosity and its overwhelming power. The story of Palu, however, does not end with its breathtaking landscapes or its remarkable resilience. It is also a city looking confidently toward the future. In recent years, Palu has become one of Indonesia's emerging centers for economic growth in eastern Indonesia. As part of the nation's long-term development strategy, the city was designated as a special economic zone, commonly known as an SEZ. This designation was not given by chance. Palu occupies a highly strategic position at the heart of the Indonesian archipelago. Located along important maritime routes and connected to resource-rich regions across central Sulawesi, the city offers tremendous opportunities for trade, logistics, agriculture, fisheries, manufacturing, and investment. The establishment of the Special Economic Zone has accelerated infrastructure development across the region. New roads have improved connectivity, industrial facilities continue to expand, ports have been strengthened to support growing trade. Public services have steadily improved, creating new opportunities for businesses and local communities alike. For investors, Palu represents potential. For entrepreneurs, it represents opportunity. For its residents, it represents hope for a stronger and more prosperous future. It is a powerful reminder that even after experiencing one of the greatest natural disasters in its history, a city can choose not to be defined by tragedy, but by determination. That spirit of renewal can also be seen in one of Palu's most recognizable landmarks. Stretching elegantly across Talise Bay is the vibrant yellow Ponulele Bridge. Long before visitors reached the city center, the bridge welcomed them like a shining gateway to Palu. Its striking design made it impossible to ignore. Against the backdrop of blue water and green mountains, the bright yellow structure became one of the most photographed locations in central Sulawesi. For local residents, it was more than a bridge. It connected neighborhoods. It supported daily life. It carried families, workers, students, and travelers across the bay every single day. During the devastating events of September 2018, the bridge suffered catastrophic damage as the earthquake and tsunami struck the city. Images of its collapsed sections quickly spread across the world, becoming another heartbreaking symbol of the disaster. Yet just as Palu refused to surrender, so too did its determination to rebuild. Today, the reconstruction of vital infrastructure reflects a city that continues to move forward. Every rebuilt road, every repaired public facility, and every new development sends a clear message. The people of Palu refuse to let destruction define their future. Instead, they continue writing a new chapter built upon resilience, unity, and optimism. Nature has also blessed Palu with moments of extraordinary wonder that few places on Earth have experienced. On March 9, 2016, thousands of scientists, photographers, astronomers, and travelers gathered across central Sulawesi to witness one of the rarest celestial events imaginable, a total solar eclipse. For several unforgettable minutes, daylight disappeared. The moon moved perfectly between the Earth and the sun. The sky darkened as though evening had arrived in the middle of the morning. Stars became visible, temperatures dropped, birds fell silent. Communities stood together in amazement as the sun's brilliant corona emerged like a glowing crown surrounding the darkened moon. Palu was one of the best places on Earth to witness this spectacular event. People traveled from every corner of Indonesia and from countries around the world simply to stand beneath the skies of central Sulawesi for those precious moments. Recognizing the historical significance of this event, the provincial government later established the March 9th Total Solar Eclipse Monument at Anjungan Nusantara in Palu. Today, the monument serves as both a scientific landmark and a reminder that this city has witnessed not only some of nature's greatest challenges, but also some of its most breathtaking wonders. There is something deeply symbolic about that contrast. The same skies that once darkened in peaceful beauty would later witness unimaginable tragedy. The same city that endured devastating destruction would rise again with extraordinary strength. Palu's story has always been written by nature, sometimes with breathtaking beauty, sometimes with overwhelming force, yet always with remarkable resilience. Of course, no journey through Palu would be complete without discovering the flavors that define its culture. Every region of Indonesia has a signature dish that reflects its history and environment. In Palu, one meal stands above the rest: Kaledo. Its name is an abbreviation derived from the local words for cow's leg bones, perfectly describing the dish itself. At first glance, it appears simple: a bowl of clear broth, large beef leg bones, tender meat that slowly separates from the bone. But one spoonful tells an entirely different story. The broth is rich without being heavy. It carries a delicate balance of natural beef flavor, gentle spices, and refreshing acidity that awakens the palate. The meat becomes incredibly soft after hours of slow cooking. Many diners enjoy extracting the flavorful marrow hidden deep inside the bones, considering it one of the greatest delicacies of the dish. Unlike many Indonesian soups that are traditionally paired with steamed rice, Kaledo is often served with boiled cassava. This simple difference reflects the agricultural traditions of central Sulawesi, where cassava has long been an important staple food. The combination surprises many first-time visitors, yet after a single meal, it becomes unforgettable. It is comfort food, it is tradition, and it is a taste of Palu's cultural identity passed down through generations. Sometimes the soul of a city is not found in its monuments or skylines. Sometimes it is found in the warmth of a bowl shared among family, friends, and strangers who soon become part of the same table. There is, however, one more treasure from Palu that surprises almost every visitor. It is not carved from stone. It is not built from steel. It is not found on a mountain peak or hidden beneath the sea. Instead, it comes in a small package that has quietly earned a reputation across Indonesia. Palu fried shallots. At first, they may seem like an ordinary kitchen ingredient. After all, fried shallots can be found almost everywhere in Indonesia. But those who have tasted the authentic version from Palu know immediately that this one is different. The secret begins with the shallots themselves. For generations, farmers in the fertile valleys surrounding Palu have cultivated a distinctive local variety known for its exceptional aroma and flavor. Combined with the region's dry climate, mineral-rich soil, and careful harvesting techniques, these shallots develop characteristics that are difficult to replicate elsewhere. Once thinly sliced and carefully fried, they transform into delicate golden flakes that are remarkably crisp. They release an irresistible fragrance the moment the container is opened. Every bite offers a satisfying crunch without becoming oily. Most importantly, unlike many fried shallots that leave behind a bitter aftertaste, Palu fried shallots remain naturally sweet, savory, and wonderfully balanced. That is why they have become one of the city's most sought-after souvenirs. Travelers rarely leave Palu without bringing several boxes home. Some buy them for family, others purchase them as gifts for friends or colleagues. Many simply cannot resist keeping a few extra packages for themselves. In countless Indonesian households, a sprinkle of Palu fried shallots can instantly elevate a simple meal. A bowl of warm soup, freshly cooked noodles, fried rice, porridge, even vegetables become more flavorful with their rich aroma and delicate crunch. It is amazing how something so simple can leave such a lasting impression. Perhaps that is one of the greatest lessons Palu offers. Not everything extraordinary has to be enormous. Sometimes, the smallest things carry the deepest meaning. A bowl of traditional soup, a handful of fragrant fried shallots, a bridge stretching across a peaceful bay, a mosque standing with quiet dignity beside the sea. Together, they tell the story of a city that refuses to be defined by only one chapter of its history. For too many years, the world remembered Palu only through heartbreaking images of disaster. Yet tragedy is never the complete story of any place. Behind every headline are generations of people who continue living, creating, rebuilding, and dreaming. Behind every damaged building stands a community determined to rise again. Behind every scar lies a story of remarkable courage. Today, children laugh once more along the shores of Palu Bay. Fishermen continue setting out before sunrise as they have done for generations. Markets are filled with the sounds of conversation and the aroma of local delicacies. Mosques welcome worshippers throughout the day. Businesses continue to grow. Universities educate the next generation. Families gather each evening beneath the warm tropical sky. Life moves forward. Not because the past has been forgotten, but because hope has proven stronger than despair. Palu teaches us something that reaches far beyond the borders of central Sulawesi. Every city has a story. Some stories are written through triumph. Others are written through unimaginable hardship. But the most inspiring stories are those of places that choose to rise after they have fallen. Palu is one of those places. It is a city where the earth itself lifted land from the sea millions of years ago. A city blessed with mountains, valleys, rivers, a magnificent bay, and the endless blue waters of the Makassar Strait. A city where rare celestial events have transformed daylight into darkness. A city whose people have endured profound loss while refusing to surrender their future. Its greatest landmark is not a bridge. It is not a mosque. It is not even its breathtaking landscape. Its greatest landmark is the unbreakable spirit of its people. Because cities are not remembered only for the buildings they construct, they are remembered for the people who refuse to stop believing. So the next time you hear the name Palu, do not think only of the tsunami that shocked the world. Remember the uplifted land that rose from the sea. Remember the city of 5 extraordinary dimensions. Remember the flavors that have delighted generations. Remember the people whose courage inspired an entire nation. And perhaps one day, instead of simply reading about Palu, you will stand on the shores of its beautiful bay, watch the sun disappear behind the mountains, breathe the fresh sea air, and discover for yourself that some of the world's most remarkable places are not those without scars. They are the ones that found the strength to smile again. As the final rays of sunlight fade beyond the mountains, Palu begins to reveal another side of its character. The sky transforms into shades of gold, orange, and deep crimson. The calm waters of Palu Bay mirror every colour above, creating a breathtaking reflection that stretches toward the horizon. Fishing boats slowly return to shore after a long day at sea. Families gather along the waterfront to enjoy the cool evening breeze. Children chase one another across open spaces, while street vendors prepare freshly grilled seafood, warm snacks, and sweet local drinks. It is peaceful. It is welcoming. It is difficult to imagine that this same coastline once witnessed one of the most devastating moments in Indonesia's history. Yet perhaps that is exactly what makes Palu so extraordinary. It demonstrates that healing is not about erasing painful memories. Healing is about learning to live alongside them while continuing to build a brighter future. Every visitor who spends time in Palu eventually notices something remarkable. The people here rarely allow hardship to define their identity. Instead, they are known for their warmth, hospitality, and optimism. Whether you are speaking with a fisherman preparing his nets before dawn, a local entrepreneur building a new business, a university student pursuing ambitious dreams, or a family welcoming guests into their home, you will discover a common spirit. They believe tomorrow can always be better than today. That mindset has become one of Palu's greatest strengths. Tourism is gradually returning. Investment continues to grow. Public spaces are becoming more vibrant. Communities work together to preserve local traditions while embracing new opportunities for future generations. The city continues to balance progress with respect for its cultural heritage and extraordinary natural environment. For travellers seeking authentic experiences rather than crowded tourist destinations, Palu offers something increasingly rare. It offers authenticity. Here, you can witness spectacular mountain landscapes in the morning, explore beautiful coastal scenery during the afternoon, enjoy traditional cuisine prepared from generations-old recipes, and finish the day watching one of Indonesia's most beautiful sunsets over Palu Bay. Few destinations offer such remarkable diversity within a single journey. Palu is also an ideal gateway to the wider wonders of central Sulawesi. Beyond the city lies an incredible province filled with pristine beaches, ancient megalithic sites, lush rainforests, unique wildlife, and rich cultural traditions that remain largely undiscovered by international tourism. It is a region where adventure and history exist side by side, where every journey reveals another hidden story waiting to be told. For photographers, Palu is a paradise of dramatic landscapes. For historians, it is a city shaped by centuries of cultural exchange and powerful geological forces. For scientists, it remains one of the world's most fascinating natural laboratories for studying tectonic activity. For food lovers, it is a destination filled with unforgettable flavors. And for anyone searching for inspiration, Palu offers perhaps its greatest gift of all, perspective. It reminds us that beauty and hardship can exist in the same place, that loss does not erase hope, that resilience is built one day at a time. In many ways, Palu reflects the spirit of Indonesia itself, a nation built upon thousands of islands, countless cultures, extraordinary natural beauty, and an unwavering determination to overcome every challenge. The story of Palu is not simply the story of one city. It is the story of humanity's ability to endure, to rebuild, to forgive nature without forgetting its power, to honor the past while embracing the future, and above all, to keep moving forward even after unimaginable adversity. So if your travels one day bring you to the heart of central Sulawesi, take your time. Walk along the shores of Palu Bay, taste a bowl of authentic Kaledo, listen to the stories shared by local residents, watch the sunlight dance across the water as evening approaches. Stand quietly before the Floating Mosque, cross the iconic Ponuleli Bridge, bring home the famous Palu fried shallots, but more importantly, bring home something far more valuable. Bring home the lesson that strength is not measured by never falling. Strength is measured by the courage to rise every single time you do. Because Palu is not merely a destination on a map, it is living proof that even after the strongest waves have passed, hope can still rise with the morning sun. And sometimes, the places that have endured the greatest trials become the places that inspire the world the most. And perhaps that is the greatest reason why Palu deserves to be remembered. Not because of a single day that changed its history, but because of everything that came before it and everything that has happened since. For thousands of years, this remarkable land has stood at the crossroads of powerful natural forces. The earth lifted it from the sea, mountains embraced its fertile valley, rivers carved pathways through its landscape. The bay opened a gateway to trade, culture, and opportunity. Generation after generation, people chose to build their homes here, raise their families here, and dream about a better tomorrow here. History did not begin in 2018, nor did it end there. Palu's story stretches far beyond the headlines that briefly captured the world's attention. It is a story written by nature, strengthened by culture, and carried forward by people whose determination refuses to fade. There is something profoundly humbling about standing in a place where the forces that created breathtaking beauty are the very same forces capable of unimaginable destruction. It reminds us that nature is neither friend nor enemy. It simply exists according to laws that have shaped our planet for millions of years. The challenge has always belonged to humanity, to learn, to adapt, to respect the environment, to build safer communities, and to support one another when disaster strikes. In many ways, Palu has become a classroom for the world. Its experience has encouraged scientists to deepen their understanding of earthquakes, tsunamis, and complex geological processes. It has inspired engineers to design stronger infrastructure. It has motivated governments to improve disaster preparedness and early warning systems. Most importantly, it has reminded communities everywhere that resilience is not built after a disaster begins. It is built long before it arrives. Preparedness saves lives. Education creates awareness. Unity creates strength. These lessons extend far beyond the borders of Indonesia. They belong to every nation that shares this planet. Yet despite all of these important lessons, Palu should never be viewed only through the lens of disaster risk. That would overlook everything that makes the city extraordinary. It would ignore its vibrant traditions, its welcoming communities, its remarkable cuisine, its spectacular landscapes, its growing economy, its unique geological heritage, its breathtaking sunsets, its rich cultural identity, and above all, the quiet optimism that fills its streets every single day. Every destination has a heartbeat. In Palu, that heartbeat is heard in the laughter of children playing beside the bay, in the morning call to prayer echoing across the valley, in fishermen preparing their boats before sunrise, in farmers harvesting crops from fertile land, in students walking toward classrooms filled with dreams, in entrepreneurs opening their shops each morning with hope for another successful day. Life continues, always. That is the true miracle of Palu. Not that tragedy happened, but that life refused to stop. Perhaps the next generation will know Palu for different reasons. They may remember it as a centre of innovation in eastern Indonesia, a gateway to the incredible natural wonders of central Sulawesi, a destination where adventure, culture and history meet. A city whose people transformed unimaginable hardship into remarkable progress. That would be a legacy worthy of its name. The uplifted land, a place that has quite literally risen before and continues to rise again. So when someone asks you about Palu, tell them the complete story. Tell them about the ancient seabed that became a fertile valley. Tell them about the city of 5 extraordinary dimensions, where mountains, rivers, valleys, the bay and the sea exist together in perfect harmony. Tell them about the floating mosque that became a symbol of hope. Tell them about the bright yellow bridge that represents connection and renewal. Tell them about the unforgettable taste of Kaledo and the world-famous aroma of Palu fried shallots. Tell them about the rare total solar eclipse that brought scientists and travellers from around the globe. But above all, tell them about its people. Because cities are ultimately remembered not for the landmarks they build, but for the character of those who call them home. Palu stands today as one of Indonesia's most inspiring reminders that courage can outlast catastrophe, that hope can survive heartbreak, that communities can rebuild stronger than before, and that even after the darkest night, the first light of dawn always finds a way to reach the horizon. This is not simply the story of a city in central Sulawesi. This is a story of resilience, a story of renewal, a story of humanity. And once you truly understand Palu, you will never hear its name the same way again.